I want to give you a little history about how we got here. Us and Them is a 2-year-long project. Last year, we did 23 standalone events in community halls, cafes, people's homes. No play, no actors, no script. Me and whoever showed up. Lots of people did. We used the language of the theater to investigate people's experiences of us and them. How do we experience being turned into the other? And how do we turn other people into the other? Over 100 organizations got involved in supporting that project. This idea of investigating the lens, this binary lens, through which we view the world that suggests to humanity there is an us and a them, really hit a nerve. So this year, we put word out that we were looking for people to help us create and be in this main stage play, Us and Them. 185 applications came in. We had to boil that down to 20 people. 14 workshop participants and the cast of 6 you're going to see here tonight. We did a week-long, what I call Theater for Living workshop. 6 days, 8 hours a day, using theater games and exercises to investigate the issues inside the people's lives. The purpose of the workshop was not to create material for the play. It was to till the soil out of which the play would grow. And then the cast, the production team, Kevin Finnan, my co-director, and I had 5 weeks to make the play you're going to see here tonight. Not a piece that tries to tell any one person's story, but a fiction that tries to ask questions about how and why it is we build walls inside ourselves and in between each other. So it's important you know that while this all grows out of lived experience, nobody's playing themselves here tonight. They're all playing characters. Now I'm curious, how many of you have been to an interactive forum theater event before? Could I just see some hands? Okay, it's about half the house. It's been like this for many nights now. Those of you who know forum, nice to have you back. Those of you who are new to forum, this is great. It means that it's attracting a new audience, and that's really exciting. Those of you who are watching on the web, there is a big README file right above the viewing pane. I hope by now you've read it. If you haven't read it by now, please do so, okay? Those of you here in the theater, those of you who know forum, you might be surprised by how we're going to go about this tonight. We've been making a very big experiment that I'm pleased to say has been going very well. Those of you who don't know forum, all I'm going to say for now is that after the play is over, we're going to go into a kind of a dialogue, but not a sitting in your seats talking dialogue, a dialogue of action to investigate different perspectives inside the characters and different ways that we might build bridges, tear down walls, not build walls in the first place. For now, though, I'm going to ask that you watch the play. It's about 45 minutes long, and then I'm going to come back and talk a little bit more about how it is we're going to use the theater to have this dialogue in here tonight. Please, I hope you remember to turn your devices off, and here's the play.
place where people can live by their beliefs in peace?
I don't get it. I mean, I grew up here. My parents grew up here. What the hell's happening to this city? Who are these people?
In the Philippines, we think of the bamboo as a symbol of our people. Even in strong winds, it sways and bends and sways some more. But it never breaks. It never breaks.
Thank you. I would have written the same thing.
Was this really about hockey?
Yeah, I know. If people really want to understand what it's like, maybe they should go to Egypt.
Or the Philippines?
Yeah.
My name is Ligaya.
Oh, hi, I'm Amina. Nice to meet you.
Amina, where are you from?
From Egypt.
Ah. I'm from the Philippines.
Oh, I got that.
So how long have you been here in Canada?
Just a few months. What about you?
Oh, about 5 years.
Wow. You must really know your way around, huh?
Just a little bit.
Well, it's really nice meeting you, Ligaya.
Amina,
Yes?
do Egyptians drink coffee?
Are you kidding? We invented coffee. Have you heard of Arabic coffee?
Would you want one?
Oh, I would love to. Yeah.
You're Muslim now?
Yeah. Are there many Muslims in the Philippines?
There are some. They're in the southern part, but I'm not from there.
Okay.
So what would you like?
Oh, thank you. Just regular coffee, please.
What would you like?
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, good.
Tony told me you guys are hiring.
Tony?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. You got a resume?
Yeah.
Actually, not bad.
Yeah, man, I've been building houses and stuff all summer. I just really need a job for the winter, you know?
You got a criminal record?
Not since I was young, man.
Yeah, okay, well, I'm gonna take a look at this and we'll get back to you.
Tanner?
Ashley!
Hey, how's it going? I haven't seen you at the center in weeks.
Oh man, I had such a bad week a couple weeks back. You know, I just kind of fucked off for a bit.
How come you didn't come and see me?
Well, you know, you're busy and you got a lot on your plate. I didn't want to bother anyone.
That's why we're there. What are you drawing?
You can't see this one yet, because I just started it. But, do you want to see something else?
Sure.
Cool.
Wow. This is pretty intense.
Do you want to see some more?
You should come and see me at the center.
Okay.
You sure you're gonna come?
Yeah, I'll come.
Okay, I gotta get going. I'll talk to you later.
This looks really beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
How do you call it?
Do you mean the material or the way I'm wearing it?
Oh, the way you're putting it on.
This is called the hijab in Arabic.
You know, I've been here for a while, but I usually don't see many women wearing the hijab.
I know, me neither. Everywhere I go, I feel like I really stand out.
When I first arrived here, I wasn't prepared how difficult it would be for me.
Difficult for you? But there's a huge Asian community here. For me, I feel like I'm very visible or just completely invisible.
Yeah, that must be hard.
Well, at work, I was hired to work in the front desk,
Amina,
but instead they shoved me in the back in inventory.
you wanted to talk to me?
Yeah, I was wondering when will I get a chance to work at the front desk?
Actually, we were all talking about this, and everyone's decided that you're doing a great job in the back.
Oh, great!
Yeah, so we'll probably keep you back there for a few more months.
But I've already been in the back for many months.
Well, we also had some stuff happen with the people already at the front, with training and retraining. It's taking a little bit longer than we
Is
anticipated.
there a reason why I'm not working at the front desk?
Amina, tell him. Why don't you just confront him and tell him what you really think?
What if he says it's because of this? What am I gonna do then?
Amina, just trust me.
What do you mean trust you? When will I get a chance to work at the front? I'm at the back of a bus.
I know what that feels like.
Yeah?
You know, when I was still in the Philippines, I had these grand expectations of how my life would be here. Even if I grew up poor, I became a really big fish, you know. Here, I work as a cashier.
Hi.
Hello.
I'd like to return this. I got it from my wife, and it's the wrong color for the kitchen.
Do you have the receipt?
No, but we haven't opened it. It's still sealed. It's from here.
I can't give you the refund without the receipt.
Look, I come here all the time. Is there some way you could just help me out?
It's just policy.
Is your boss here, your manager, maybe somebody who knows what they're doing?
It's just me here. All the managers are on break.
Look, I don't know how the fuck they do in Oompa Loompa land, but here in Canada, the customer is always right.
Does that happen a lot?
You don't have any idea how often this happens.
Hey, Asian lady, you gonna help me out or what? Fucking immigrant.
Nothing.
What are you doing?
I'm just drawing
Drawing what?
her.
What? What are you drawing? Oh, look, Lagaya. It's really me. Why did you draw me?
You looked sad.
No one has ever drawn me like this before. No one has ever seen me.
You're beautiful.
Oh.
Wait, look. I'm sorry, do you want to keep it?
Yeah, please, I'd love to.
Awesome. Okay, let me sign it.
Thank you.
No problem.
Amina, watch out!
What? Oh my God! Are you
Okay.
Are you all right?
So don't you should watch where you're going
I can't
on.
understand what you're saying. Are you okay?
Are you blind? You think you're on the street?
Can you really go
Am I
into her?
blind? You were walking backwards.
The least you can do is apologize.
I was just turning around.
Amina, you were not looking too.
See, you should just listen to your friend. She's obviously a lot smarter than you are. Fucking fool.
What? What?
Amina, no!
Hey!
Hello? Hey, Auntie, how's it going? I'm good. I was actually just going through some family photos. Is everything okay? What happened? Is he okay? Auntie, Mom and Dad need to be there. I can't keep coming back. Auntie, I can't come home. I'm not ready yet. I have to work. Auntie, I can't come home. I'm sorry, somebody's here. I gotta go. Yeah, I love you too. Bye. Hey.
Hey.
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
I'm okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Look, I know it's a little late, but I got you a housewarming present.
What is it?
What do you mean, what is it? It's a big screen TV. Now whenever your friends tell you about their favorite shows, you'll know what they're talking about.
You're so sweet.
Isn't it great? I was thinking it'd probably look pretty good right over here. We can watch the game later. I got some beers.
Steve, I've told you.
What? I had a long day at work. I want to have a beer.
I'm just gonna move this out of the way until I actually figure out a place to put it, get you to read the manual, and set up all of those cables. What happened to your head?
What? Nothing.
Did you get in a fight again?
I didn't get into a fight. I was walking over here with that TV, and I just bumped some lady just a little bit, and she makes
Were you wearing your headphones?
No, wait, it wasn't my fault. She had one of those headscarves on. She probably couldn't see where she was going. Anyway, she makes this huge deal of it. She starts yelling at me in some foreign language. Her friend's yelling at me. I don't know what anyone's saying. It's like, they're all foreigners. What the hell am I
Jeez,
supposed
you know, you sound real racist.
I'm not racist. I'm just saying.
Then what do you really have to complain about?
I don't know what got me. It's just I couldn't understand what they're saying. You know what I mean? They're not like us. They're not even...
Us? Who's us?
Us, come on. Us, you know what I mean? Me, you. We grew up here. Our parents grew up here.
Yeah, and where did your grandparents come from?
Actually, that's not the same thing. Come on.
How isn't it? Don't get me started.
Don't get me started. I got you a TV. What do you give me a hard time for?
careful.
Really?
Yeah,
What are you so stressed out about?
just work.
Gotta take better care of yourself. Who's that?
I don't know. Go find out. Can you go put those on the fridge or something, please?
Yeah.
Joe?
What's up, cousin?
Hey, how's it going? Oh, I haven't seen you in so long. What have you been up to?
Oh, this and that, you know. Hey, can I come inside?
Sure.
Hey, man. Steve, nice to meet you.
Who's the munya?
It's my boyfriend.
Hey, man, you want to have a beer?
I don't drink, man. Don't I know you?
I don't think so.
Yeah, man, I know you from somewhere.
No, I don't think so.
Where'd you do your time, man?
Time? I didn't do any time.
Oh, wait a minute, I know who you are. You that bartender, right? That bartender over on Seymour Street?
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't recognize you. I get a lot of customers. You come in there a lot?
No, man. You don't remember me, huh?
No, man. Sorry.
You don't remember I came in there asking you for a job?
I'm really sorry. I didn't know you guys are cousins. If you came again, I could probably hook you up, though.
Oh, yeah, because it's cool to fuck natives, but it's not cool
Joe!
to hire them, right?
No, man, it's not like that. Just bring your resume again. I'll hook you up. It's not a problem.
Just sit the fuck down, son. Ashley, I came here to give you this.
I don't need a bus ticket.
Your little brother Jimmy's in a lot of trouble right now, and he really needs you at home.
I know Auntie called, but Mom and Dad need to be there for him. I can't keep going back.
Mom and Dad, where the fuck would you be right now if Auntie hadn't ditched everybody to take care of you?
Don't even go there. You know it's not like that.
It's not like what, huh? That's what I thought.
Really, Joe? I thought you knew me better than that.
The Ashley I knew wouldn't leave her fucking brother to get taken away by the ministry.
it easy with the
Sit the
swearing.
fuck down! This is family.
Going back, all I'm gonna be doing is stuck what I'm always doing. Taking care of everybody else but myself.
Oh, I get it. I get it. You're too good for your family, huh? You one of them uppity Indians with your big screen TV and your white boyfriend, huh? You gonna take this?
I can't.
Yeah, fuck you, Ashley.
What a fucking dick. He's got no right to talk to you like that. And what do you call me? What do you call me?
Why does it really matter right now anyways?
It matters to me, Ashley. What was it?
I called you a white man.
See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. He comes into my bar expecting a job and I'm supposed to just give it to him? Look, I'm sorry he's your cousin, but I can't just give a job to everyone who walks in off the street. And besides that, do you think that I don't know that he fucking hates me when he first looks at me?
You don't even know him.
What are you gonna do?
I don't know. But I gotta go find him.
Why?
Because it's about family. But maybe you don't know anything about that.
I know about family. I know about fucking family.
Thanks so much for dinner. It was so good. I feel like I haven't been this full in a long time.
Wow, I'm really glad to hear that. I wasn't sure how you'd feel about Egyptian food. So.
My God, the food was amazing. It was vibrant and colorful. I feel enlightened.
Wow, that's great. So, Tanner, I was actually wondering, you said before that you... I'm sorry, just a second.
It's okay.
Oh, it's Lagaya.
Is it important?
No. You mentioned that you couch surf. Do you couch surf a lot?
Basically all the time.
How come?
Some people have families to go back to, right?
What about your family?
I don't talk to mine anymore.
Why?
My dad disowned me.
Hey, anybody?
Hey, Dad.
Come to help your old man chop some wood, huh?
Hell yeah. But in a minute, I really got to talk to you about something.
Shoot.
Can you put the axe down?
Wood ain't gonna chop itself, Tamara, you know that.
Dad, I need your help. Can you please? Okay. Okay. Dad, I'm a man.
Damn it, Tamara, not this again. You're a man and I'm the fucking Queen of Spain.
Dad, just put the fucking axe down, okay? This is serious. I'm a man.
Tamara, when you were born and I went to the hospital and I held you in my arms for the very first time, I looked at you and I saw you. You're a girl, I know what the parts look like.
Dad, you remember when we went to counseling last year, yeah?
I remember you're a crazy mixed up little kid, but you're not a fucking man.
Listen, Dad, I'm always gonna be your kid, okay? But inside, I can't do this anymore. Dad, look at me. Just look at me. I need you to say these words to me at least once. Just once. I need you to tell me, Tanner, that's my name. You're a man. Okay, Dad?
Tamara, maybe I should take you behind the woodshed and beat you like a fucking man. Maybe that'll fix you.
Fine,
huh?
you know what? I'll do it. I'll do anything, Dad, but I need you to tell me. Just say these words one time. Tanner, you're a man. Come on, Dad.
Tamara, you'll always be my little girl.
Dad! Dad!
Ma? Can you hear me? Ma? I heard about the flood. Mauday, grabe kayo ang baha dinhi. Are you safe though? How are you and how is Papa? Maayo naman mi dinhi, day. Ang ato lang payag. Naanod sa sapa. Our house. Everything. Tanan, day. Tanan nga mga butang. Tapos sa lawas na jud ang nahabilin. Kinahanglan na sa taog kwarta makabarog bisan gamay lang nga barong-barong. Ma! I sent you the last of my savings for Papa. I have nothing left. Can you not do something there? Can you think of something on your own? Why does it always have to be me when things like this happen?
Day, hingi ba bitaw ka, Day? Pobre man kayo ta, nabulit ako sa utang nini. Wala milaing kadaganan, Day. Ikaw na dyan ang among paglaom. I'm sorry, Ma. I know you're also trying your best. I'll think of something. Unya, Day. Unsaon man imo pagpangita og kwarta? Ma, I don't know. I'll find a way. I'll find a way. Tanner, I really feel sorry for your dad.
What?
Put yourself in his shoes. You're his little girl. He raised you and he loved you all these years. And then suddenly you want to be a man? That's very hard for a man like him.
What about a man like me, huh? I spent 20 years in these shoes.
Yeah, but it's your choice.
It is not my choice. It is not my choice. I tried everything to be how he wanted me to be. Nothing was working.
Have you tried counseling?
Didn't you listen to a thing I told you? Of course I went to counseling. I went every day. I dissected every part of my life, trying to figure out what was wrong. Nothing was helping. I was gonna kill myself. Don't you roll your eyes at me.
It's because you're trying to go against your nature, Tanner.
No, it's because I've been going against my nature the entire time that I'm so fucked up.
Do you know what it means for me to accept you as a man?
When I drew that picture of you, you liked it because I saw you. Why can't you see me?
Well, apparently you didn't see me at all. Tanner, I'm just trying to help you, okay?
How can you help me when you don't even find me acceptable? This was a mistake.
Tanner!
No.
Down to the bar, Joe. They'll treat you like a king. They don't know you down there. You deserve a beer. You've been good for so long. Have a beer, Joe. It'll make you feel better. Head down to the bar. They don't know you down there. They'll treat you like a king. You deserve a beer. You've been good for so long. Have a beer, Joe. It'll make you feel better. Head down to the bar. They don't know you down there. They'll treat you like a king. You deserve a beer, Joe. You've been good for so long. Have a beer, Joe. It'll make you feel better. Get down to the bar, Joe. They don't know you're down there. They'll treat you like a king.
Give me a beer.
I'd like to have a glass of water, please. No, just water. I don't have money.
What the hell are you doing in there? You crazy?
Hey, Asian lady! You don't belong here!
I was a big fish. In the Philippines, we think of the bamboo as a symbol of our people. Even in strong winds, it sways and bends and sways some more. But it never breaks. Strange. I wouldn't write that.
Hi.
Hi.
Why not? The city has no soul.
It has too many. How are you, Lagaya?
I'm still standing.
Lagaya!
So how have you been?
I got a slap on the face.
Ashley, I just really don't want to talk to you right now.
Tanner, wait up. Slow down.
Are we in the center? No.
Tanner, I'm sorry, but you're supposed to come and see me.
I'm so sick and tired of having to be the one to reach out to people. You always tell me how available you are to see me, and the one time I need you, the one time, you're not there.
If you wanted me to stay, you could have just asked.
What do you think showing you the picture was about?
Tanner, I'm not a mind reader. What do you want from me?
From you? Nothing.
Hey, what's up, Ash?
Tanner, wait! Joe, where have you been? I've been looking for you everywhere.
At the bar.
Really?
Who's this?
Tanner, nice to meet you. Is this another one of your clients?
No, this is my cousin.
Oh,
Hey, Ashley, can I talk to you for a minute over here?
better make an appointment for that one.
Tanner,
Fuck you, man.
I think you're exactly what I'm looking for.
what are you doing?
Come here, let me show. What's the matter? Don't you like me?
Beat it, you creepy kid.
What are you doing?
Amina,
boy in
I am
check,
so glad
Ashley.
you're
What
here.
the fuck?
Hey, Joe! Just watch, all right?
Just calm down, okay? Just calm down.
I scare you, right?
Nobody's scared of
I
you. Just
scare
calm
you.
Fucking
down.
mental?
Yeah.
Huh?
Joe! Joe!
Ashley, let's get the hell out of here.
Joe! Stop it! What are you doing? What are you doing? Joe, leave it alone!
So, that's the play. In order to continue with you, I need to be able to see you better than I can right now. So I'm going to ask that the house lights come up, please. Thank you. You know, we've been running for 3 weeks. And so there's something that we know. And that is that we're starting from a very intense place. I've been asking something of audiences every night. All this takes is the raise of a hand for now. I'm curious, how many of us here tonight, those of you watching on the web, you can share this information with each other in chat space. How many of us here tonight recognize ourselves or loved ones in one or more of the characters inside this play? Could I just see some hands, please? Yeah, you know, it's like this every night. There's, I don't know, 70, maybe 80% of the hands are up. Every night, 60, 70, 80%. And people have come to me often and said, you know, when you asked that question, I don't know why I didn't put my hand up. It's early in the evening. Something's going to happen in here tonight, not just yet. Eventually, we're going to perform this last scene for you again. Those of you who know Forum might be expecting that we're going to go back to the beginning of the play and perform the whole play again and chew our way through the play. This play hasn't been structured to do that. We really are making an experiment with Forum. We're going to perform the final scene. If you understand the struggles that the characters are engaged in, and you have an idea about how to enter the struggle of the character and build a bridge across a wall, tear down a wall, not build a wall in the first place. I want you to yell, stop. The action here is going to stop. You're going to come out of the audience area, here, into the playing area, take the place of the character whose struggle it is you understand, and try your idea. The other actors are going to improvise with you in character, and we'll see what happens. For those people watching on the web, of course, we don't have holograms yet. For those of you on the web, you double-click on a web actor. Web actor 1, web actor 2, or web actor 3. These folks are out in the hallway right now on computers. You're going to enter chat space with that web actor. They're going to ask you some questions, and they're going to come into the theater, yell stop, and do the intervention on your behalf from wherever it is that you're viewing from. Now, there's something about this invitation. This isn't a test here tonight. We're not looking for the right or the wrong answers. We often have the deepest insights from ideas that come onto the stage, and we've had some really lively forums in here. Ideas that come onto the stage that don't go exactly the way the person with the idea thinks they might go. We're here, I hope, to enter a space of dialogue. And I want to talk for a moment about what I mean when I say that. I don't know this man sitting here in front of me. Don't worry, I'm not going to ask you to do anything. I don't know him. But if he and I were engaged in a conversation, very likely what might be happening, I'm as bad at this as anybody else, is he'd be telling me something, and I'd be waiting for him to finish saying what he's saying, so I can say the thing that I really want to say. Of course, none of us here have ever done that. Dialogue is different. It's harder work. In a dialogue, we suspend judgment. We make some space to listen to voices even with which we don't agree. And from that place of suspended judgment, we're prepared to surprise ourselves and each other. A space of dialogue. That's the hope here tonight. So I'm curious, actually, before we go on, I would like to do something to just clear the air a little bit. I can feel it in the air. Those of you who know Headline's work, you'll have got some practice at this, something that I took many, many years ago from Auguste Boal, the founder of the Theatre of the Oppressed. You'll have had practice. Those of you who don't know this, please just humor me. Those of you watching on the web, do it in front of your computers. This is really simple. You can do it in your seats. I want to see everybody in the theater, please, doing this. With your right hand, make an X in the air. This is really simple, folks. Good. And you can do this over there. I can see you, you know. And with your left hand, at the same time, make an O. It's one of the wonderful things about having full houses is it's great to watch you do this. You can stop, you can stop, you can stop. I'm just curious, can anybody here do this? There's a very talented woman over here. I'll expect to see you on the stage later. So the hope is to enter a space of dialogue. In order to start that process, I'm hoping to hear from just a few of you. It doesn't have to be long, just a couple of sentences. Many of you raised your hands. Yes, I recognize. I'm curious. How? How do you recognize characters and the struggles that they're engaged in? How do you recognize that they're building walls? Can anybody articulate that? Just in a sentence or two. You can see the emotional escalation of the characters. I'm asking something very specific. How do you witness them building walls? Because the emotional escalation is a very general thing. How do we witness them? Yes.
It's like a form of insulation, like characters are almost intentionally separating themselves, like not letting
Okay, so you're seeing some characters intentionally isolate themselves, insulate themselves, and that creates walls. Anybody else? Yes.
Distrust and lack of compassion.
Who? Let's be specific. Inside the play, how do you witness it with specific characters? Can you answer that?
It's felt amongst all of them.
You think this goes through all the characters? A sense of, sorry, you said distrust? Yeah. Anybody else? Yes.
Dismissing and not listening to what the other person was saying, changing the subject, persuading.
Okay, we see characters not listening and changing the subject on people. That builds walls. Anybody else? Yes.
A lot of the characters made assumptions. They made assumptions.
Yes, characters are making assumptions about each other, and that in itself builds walls. Is there one or two more? Yes, up there.
Blaming other people.
We're blaming other people for things that are inside us or in between us. Both inside us and in between us. Blaming others for things, and that builds walls. Yes.
I witnessed resistance and denial, which maybe looked like it stemmed from fear, which is building.
Characters become afraid, and in that fear, they go into denial about things, and that builds walls. Up there.
I saw characters telling each other who they were.
Well, we witness characters telling each other who they are, or who they think they are, and that builds walls. There, and then we're going to stop. Yes?
I see some people who have problems and some people who can't see those problems or don't see problems.
Okay,
And that makes
some characters are experiencing problems, and other characters can't or won't see those problems, and that builds walls. Yes?
a lot of pain that block them.
That characters are carrying pain around, and that pain itself builds walls. Okay. Could we bring the table of contents up, please? We're going to give you a table of contents. Those of you watching on the web, you'll have seen this table of contents from the very beginning. Because while we're going to offer you the final scene of the play, we're going to let you go anywhere in the play you want to go to affect change so that we don't end up in this terrible place that we end up in the final scene. Think of it as time travel. You're going to get to go anywhere in the play you want. So if you understand the struggles that the characters are engaged in, and you have an idea about how to enter that character's struggle, build a bridge, tear down a wall, not build a wall, you can yell stop and go anywhere you want to inside this play. So in order to prepare for that, I'm curious, where do you think access points might be inside this play? And keep in mind, folks, I'm not going to hold you to anything. If you say, oh, an access point is here, I'm not going to come to you later and go, okay, come and do that scene. That's not going to happen. Where do you think access points might be? Scenes where characters can make different choices. Yes?
Amina and Tana argue.
The scene where Amina and Tanner argue, there's an access point in there. I don't need an explanation beyond that, just the scene. Anybody else? Yes?
Tanner and his dad.
The scene between Tanner and his dad, there's an access point in there. Yes?
Joe is looking for work.
When Jogo is looking for work, there's an access point there. Yes? When Joe and Lagaya are together in the bar, there's an access point there. Oh, I thought there was a hand up there. Yes?
Amina is marginalized.
The scene with Amina and her employer, Amina is marginalized. There's an access point there, and many other places as well. Could I ask the actors to come and take their places for the beginning of the forum, please? If you understand the struggles that the characters are engaged in, and you have an idea about how to enter the struggle of the character, thank you, and build a bridge, tear down a wall, not build a wall in the first place. And I want to say, us and them, we went looking for the small human moments. We knew we couldn't make a play about the really big stuff. We're asking people to intervene in it. And it needs to be relevant here on the ground. We couldn't make a play about what's happening right now between the US and Iran. We couldn't make a play about Libya, about the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, about First Nations land claims here. We went looking for the small human moments, sometimes seemingly inconsequential moments, in which we create the bricks that we use to build the walls that we put up inside us and in between each other. That's what we're here to explore tonight. So if you understand the struggles that the characters are engaged in, you have an idea about how to build a bridge, tear down a wall, not build a wall, yell stop. The action's going to stop. You can go anywhere in the play you want to go to affect change in the final scene. I want to say, again, to the people watching on the web, the way you do this is you click on a web actor 1, 2, or 3. That person will ask you some questions, come into the theater, do the intervention on your behalf. Can we have places for the beginning of the forum, please? And there's something special I want to say tonight. Because here in the theater tonight, we know there are other people out there who may also do interventions. I'm interested in the energy and the ideas also here in the room. So I want to say this out loud. Don't let your knowledge that they're out there turn you into spectators. There are no plants in here tonight. This really does rely on you. And I can see your faces. I can see a whole bunch of you going, there's no way in hell we're going to do this in here tonight. Yeah, you're laughing because you know it's true. We've had very, very lively forums in here. All it takes is one of you to screw your courage up. Do this with us. You'll see. We can have a really good time in here tonight and explore very serious issues. From the beginning of the last scene, understand the struggle that the character is engaged in. Enter the character's struggle. Sorry, I forgot to say this because I have many more things to say than normal because of the webcast. One more thing I want to say and then I'll stop talking. Because we're asking you to enter the struggles of the characters. That means if the character's struggling with issues of family, those issues don't suddenly not exist. We're struggling with issues of family. If the character's struggling with issues of some kind of addiction, that addiction doesn't suddenly not exist. We're entering the struggles of the characters and working from there. Okay, here we go.
Strange. I wouldn't write that.
Hi.
Hi.
Why not? The city has no soul.
It has too many. How are you, Lagaya?
I'm still standing.
Lagaya!
Is that a stop? Is that a stop?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but it happens here. No, nobody's going to drag you on the stage. But it's not about suggesting from out there. It's about coming here and doing it. Okay. Okay, so come, first of all, in this scene or in some other scene in the play?
I'll go from here.
Okay, in this scene, I need your left arm, please. I haven't put this on, actually, yet with a microphone on it, so I'm also, I think. Nope. I rehearsed this without the actual mic on it. Okay, let's try this way.
I'm shaking.
Yes, here we go. Okay, just, okay, there we go. So, inside this scene, who would you replace?
Lagaya.
Interventions replaced Ligaya, and where do you want to go from?
I'll go join her, sit there.
Okay, so Ligaya's been walking away.
But
and
I don't walk away.
Well, she's been walking away.
Can't I change that?
Well,
too?
sure, because she comes and sits. So you're going to come and sit. But if you're here, she's been walking away, and she's now going to come and sit.
Yeah.
Okay? So you call Ligaya.
Ligaya! Ligaya?
I have nothing left anymore.
Why?
It's not there anymore.
What's not there? What happened? What's not there? What happened?
I'm not seen. I'm not heard. I'm not there.
I can see you and hear you. Did something bad happen in the past couple of days?
I lost my family. I lost all I had left behind.
I'm really sorry. Really sorry.
That's a rare thing to get. The hand on the shoulder, the care, the compassion.
I'm really here for you. You just had to reach out and tell me. I had no idea what you were going through.
I don't know if I can give this to others either. I'm so numb.
I'm here for you. I'm here for you.
Though it's amazing. I mean, I didn't know I could find anyone like you, but I don't know if I can share this with anyone else. I'm broken.
Oh. Tell me what happened.
I'm so lost.
Did something happen to your family?
They're all gone. I'm gone.
Freeze, please. You're doing great. I'm going to come and touch each of you on the shoulder. This is something we did in rehearsal. You can do this. Please just stay focused for a sec. I'm going to come and touch you on the shoulder. When I touch you, I'd like you to speak the character's secret thought, the thing that you're really thinking deep inside right now, as Ligaya and Amina, but would never under any circumstances say out loud in front of the other character. Your secret thought. Decide what it is, please. Commit to it. Don't change it when you say the other person's. The thing she's really thinking deep inside.
Me or her? I'm sorry. I didn't
Well,
get-
you and Ligaya are kind of merged, right?
Yeah.
I understand that. So you as Ligaya, where we stopped. The secret thought, when I come and touch you. Decide what it is, please. Commit to it. Don't change it when you hear the other person's. Here we go.
I wish I had enough to give.
It's an eternal silence.
I was just going to say, I accept your silence as the secret thought. I was just about to say that. Come, let's come out of here. What's your name?
Mia.
Mia. Mia, first of all, thank you for breaking the ice. You come because you recognize something.
Yeah.
What's the wall you're trying to build a bridge over, tear down, whatever? What's the wall?
The sense of losing many things. That's the wall.
I'm curious, how many of us in this room understand that sense of loss? It might not be Ligaya's exact sense of loss. It could happen in many ways. How many of us in this room understand it inside ourselves? Yeah, of course. We're humans, and humans lose things. Ligaya, come. As is always the case in Forum Theatre, we have two distinct Ligayas on the stage. Of course we do. We can honor them both. I have a question, because this is something, of course, you don't do, this deep reaching out. How easy or hard is it for Ligaya to do this?
It's quite difficult because we had this connection and it was broken when she did not answer my call. And for me to reach out to her, I have to feel connected with her, and I did not feel that.
Okay, but how many of us believe, in dialogue, we don't need to agree in here? How can we have a real dialogue if we have to agree? We can disagree. How many of us believe that Ligaya can actually do this? Can I see some hands? Yes, many of us. So my question is, what is Ligaya? Because do you think this Ligaya is going to end up in a little ball, curled up in a little ball at the end of this play, if the two of them are together like this?
Could you repeat that again?
Yeah, it's okay.
I'm just so emotional right now.
I'm going to ask our Ligaya this question because she just watched you do it.
Yeah.
Do you think Ligaya is going to end up curled up in a little ball?
Not this Ligaya.
Not this Ligaya.
Yeah.
At the end of our play, Ligaya is curled up in a little ball against this wall because of the violence that comes. My question to you was, if her and Amina can connect, does it end up the same way for Ligaya?
Maybe this Ligaya would try many times before she's curled up in the corner.
How many of us understand that? Can I see some hands? Because, of course, this doesn't change the fact that the violence is coming. Why would it? It's a trap we fall into, I'd say, that we try to fix the whole thing, and we know we can't, so we do nothing. This looks at this moment. I have a question for you. You make a lot of space for her to talk. Why?
Because when she opened up, I realized she's in a much worse situation than I am. So I felt I can give her something.
Right. There's a real vulnerability here. And it opens up a space to create an us, I'll say, with these two women who've done this. We get to open this all up because you have the courage to come. Is there anything you want to say before you go?
Probably her material, her chemistry was known for me. And I felt that we're the us. And that helped the flow.
Okay. Thank you very much.
The mic.
Give me back the slide. Okay, we've broken the ice. Before I ask the actors to come back, a couple things. I hope you've realized, entered much more relaxed space than we were when we were in the performance part of the play. Folks here in the theater, if you need to come and go during this, that's okay to do. I'll ask you please to pick your spot, not like when something really intense is going on, but if you need to come and go, that's okay. Those of you in the balcony, please don't let being in the balcony stop you from yelling stop. You can do that from up there. Please don't jump over the balcony. You can't make it down here through that door over there. So you have to run around quick like bunnies and come down and come in this door. But you can yell stop from up there. So my question, is there anywhere, before I bring the actors back on into a scene, anywhere anybody wants to go inside the play? Yes?
Amina and Tana argue.
Come, please. Let's set up Amina's apartment. And who would you replace?
Amina.
Interventions to replace Amina. Your left arm, please. Okay. So, Amina's sitting here. Where in the scene do you want to start from?
From the beginning of the scene.
And so the first thing is Amina says, Tanner, I feel sorry for your dad. We've just heard the story about the dad. That's where we are, yeah?
Okay.
And the first thing Amina says is,
Tanner,
I feel sorry for your dad. Okay? Have a seat, please. Nice and loud so people in the theater can hear. The mic doesn't mic you in the theater.
Okay.
Here we go.
Tana, I feel sorry for your dad.
What?
He must be so confused.
Yeah, but does that have to be more important than my feelings? Like,
No.
that's the first thing you say.
Maybe I'm saying this because I'm confused.
Okay, well, what are you confused about, Amina?
I thought you were a man and I like you. And now you're telling me that you're a woman?
No, I'm a man. Amina, please don't go down this road. I'm a man. My father won't accept me as a man. That's why I told you.
I don't know how. But do you have all the parts of a man?
I mean, okay. Amina, let's talk, okay? It's called a GID. It's a gender identity disorder. That means I'm transgendered.
What does that mean?
That means that when I was born, my mind says I'm male, my body's not. Didn't start out that way.
Okay.
It can be corrected with surgery or by suppression, but people who suppress it don't last very long. So I'll be going through procedures. So yes, I'm a man. There's nothing to do with my body.
Okay. This is very hard for me because from my culture, things like this aren't talked about. Like, I've never experienced anything like this before.
Okay. Well, I can see why that would be confusing for you. How do you feel?
Well, to be honest, I was interested in you in the beginning, but now I just don't know. I'm just so confused.
So, I guess this might be a bad time to ask, but are we still friends?
Yes, we're still friends.
Okay. Well, I'm really embarrassed because I thought you thought I was a man all the time, which is what I am. But if you have anything else you want to ask, you know, it's open.
Well, it might take me some time to get used to this new friendship.
Okay.
But I'm sorry for my ignorance, but
Okay.
I ask maybe if you can be gentle with me,
Okay.
patient.
Freeze, please. You're doing great. I'm going to say go. This is something we did in rehearsal. You can do this. When I say go, I want each of you, please, using as much of your bodies as you can, to take one step in the direction of getting what you want as the characters right now. It might be from each other, or it might just be what you want yourself. You can't speak, but you can move your body to get what you want. Ready? Go. And a sentence, please. It can be anything. When I touch you on the shoulder, as long as it's your truth as the character for right now. Decide what it is, commit to it, please. Don't change it when you hear the other person's.
I need this friendship.
I care about you.
Let's come out of here, please. What's your name?
Kagan.
Kagan?
Kagan.
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 Yeah, okay. Kagan. As in a G, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, Kagan. Thank you, Kagan. How many of us have Amina inside us. Can I see some hands? I'm curious about this. How many of us have Tanner? This isn't necessarily about being transgendered. Have Tanner inside us. Can I see some hands? This is very courageous, this intervention. What's the wall? You recognize a wall, or you wouldn't be here. You know, you're trying to build a bridge, tear down a wall. What's the wall?
I think the wall is being attracted to somebody, yet at the same time being confused, confronting something that I know nothing about.
Yeah.
It's basically ignorance, I think.
You know, I talked a little while ago tonight in the introduction about this thing about a lens and how we view the world through a lens that creates us and them, having hit a nerve last year. And the Tanner character for us is, you know, we're here in the theater, and while everything has a reality to it, everything also has a symbolism to it. Because we're in the theater. And the binary that still exists out in the world. You know, we're challenging many binaries in various societies these days. But the male-female binary is still very challenging for people. We can be a gay male, you know, or a lesbian female, you know what I mean? Tanner breaks those rules for us. And it's a real challenge. And so something that's happening here, and I just want to, if you can answer this, you know.
Sure.
Amina is traveling out somewhere, you said this yourself, into completely unknown territory.
Yeah.
For her. What inspires her to do this?
She genuinely cares about Tanner.
And that's enough for her to try to shift a lens. Is that fair?
Mm-hmm.
How many of us understand that shifting a lens is actually really hard to do? It is the task. I'll say this out loud. I think if there's a revolution necessary on the planet right now, it's shifting the binary lens. And so let me ask you something, because everything here is symbolic. If this isn't any more about Amina and Tanner, but if it's about the bigger stuff out there, organizations, families, nations, whatever, if you can make the leap inside you, what is this about for you? Symbolically, anybody? Where? Oh, yes.
I think it's about living with love inside ourselves.
Living with love inside ourselves. Okay.
And within everywhere and everything.
Okay. Anybody else? Symbolically, what's this about for you? Yes.
Getting cultures to understand each other.
How cultures may or may not understand each other. Anybody else? Yes.
Recognizing our common humanity.
Recognizing our common humanity from wherever we sit. So if I'm wrong about this, please tell me. This means politically, religiously, racially, or wherever, recognizing a common humanity. Fair? There was another hand up there. Yes?
Listening to stories that we may not be expecting or do not know, like letting the unknown get discovered for you.
Right, being in a place of discovery, letting ourselves discover the unknown and not running away from that, shutting down from that, and perhaps many other things. I'm going to, okay, very last, yes.
Working with what's raw. Working with raw.
Working with rawness. Something I've learned doing this is that we all want to feel safe. And so we like, I think, to live in a place of certainty. But nature actually teaches us that we all exist in uncertainty. And I think we share this, perhaps, that living in that place of uncertainty, of rawness, is very challenging, but it opens up space. We get to open all this up because you have the courage to come up. Anything you want to say before you go?
Thank you for your courage, Tanner.
Thank you.
Right. Actually, before you go, is Tanner running out of this room tonight?
No.
No. That means, tonight anyway, Tanner's not getting beaten up at the end of this play. That means that Joe is not beating Tanner up at the end of this play. This doesn't just help Tanner. It helps somebody Amina doesn't know. And that's how life works. Thank you very much. Okay. Stop. Oh, come. We have an intervention from somewhere else. This is Kenji, one of the web actors.
It's actually from 2 different places, but they had very similar interventions.
Okay. Actually, let me put this on you. Your left arm, please. Okay.
This is Kimberly from Abbotsford, as well as at the U of A, the arts-based research studio led by Dr. Diane Conrad.
They're all there together?
There's a bunch of people
Okay.
there together watching on a big screen
Okay.
TV. So this is going to be
Okay.
scene 3.
So which scene are we going into?
To Tanner Reaches
Tanner
Out.
Reaches Out with
Yeah.
Ashley on the street, please.
Yeah, and I'm going to replace Ashley.
Interventions to replace Ashley. We're on the street. Tanner's drawing. Ashley's coming in. She's late for work. She sees Tanner. We can just start from here.
Okay.
She go, Tanner, is that you, basically? We can start from there.
Tanner, is that you?
Ashley!
Hey, how are ya?
Oh, man. Honestly, I had a really bad week a couple weeks back. So,
Yeah.
I just kind of fucked off for a bit.
It's been quite a while since I've seen you, so.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that you're doing well. You're drawing some stuff?
Can't see this because I just started it and it's not done. But do you want to see something else?
Sure. Okay. I only have really a few minutes. I'm already late for work, but.
Just a few minutes?
Yeah, you can show me.
Sure.
Wow. What does this mean to you?
Well, like I said, I had a really bad week, like a really bad experience. So, this is it. This is how I felt.
Hey, I need to go to work, but do you wanna walk with me to work and we can maybe talk a little bit more? I don't have much time. I have to go to a meeting, but at least I can give you a few minutes, and I'd love to talk to you and talk to you more about that. And if you have more pictures, I can.
Do you have time at the center?
Yeah. Well, why don't we go there? I would love to. It'd be great. I mean, it's been a while.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it has. Okay,
And
Ashley, I'll walk with you.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go.
Walk very slowly, please.
So, what's the secret picture that you've been working on?
Oh, it's that girl we're passing over there.
Oh, do you know her?
No. But she looked sad.
Yeah.
Let's turn this way. It looks like there's construction on that street.
Okay. I'll be a little bit more late, but it's okay.
You don't mind?
We can. Yeah, it's fine for now.
Okay, I think let's just stop. Oops, sorry. Kenji, you asked these folks questions, I know.
Yeah.
What's the wall?
The wall is the struggle between needing to get to work, but also needing to reach out and make sure that Tanner knows that there is support despite the circumstances that I'm in.
Right. Okay. Like I said at the top, we went looking for the small human moments. Sometimes the moments that might seem inconsequential. How many of us in this room are in the helping profession? Can I see some hands, please? Oh, wacky you. Because Ashley is under some restraint, professionally, of course. How many of us recognize that there are regulations about her not doing this in the street? That she says, come to the center for a reason. How many of us sort of get that? And you know, I'll say, Headlines Theatre wouldn't exist if rules weren't broken. And so I'm somebody who actually believes rules are meant to be broken. But it is something that she must do, I think. Although you're making a big compromise here. You're saying, come to the center, I'll talk to you on the way to the center.
Right.
Yeah? This is good for you, yeah?
It's good for me.
You made a real decision to go. You might not have gone. Why are you going with her?
Because I really need a connection at this moment. It's not the way I wanted it to be, but I also recognize that she is taking time to want to talk to me, and she's so insistent that she really wants to talk to me. It makes me feel obligated to talk to her.
Okay. How many of us in this room have been in a hurry and had an opportunity to stop for the time it took to listen and didn't? I'm curious. Yeah, 80% of the room. Because, you know, I don't want to put too fine a point on this, and it's not that it's all Amina's fault either, but if he goes with Ashley, he doesn't finish the drawing of Amina. He's not there for the bump. He doesn't end up at Amina's for dinner. He doesn't run out of Amina's. A whole series of things don't happen. And that in our play. And that doesn't mean that something else might not happen to Tanner, because Tanner does this, fair?
Yeah.
And go get beaten up some other day. Because the Tanners of the world do that. How many of us understand that? But not today. Not today.
Right.
Because Ashley took a moment. Mm-hmm. Is there anything you want to say before you go?
No.
Okay. Thank you to these folks in Abbotsford and Edmonton very much.
Thank you.
Is there anywhere in the play anybody wants to go? Oh, I'm sorry, a workshop participant. You know that's not allowed. Yeah. Oh, come. Just so you know, folks, I have a rule, and I won't break it. And that is that if somebody's been involved in the creation process in a project, they don't do interventions. Okay, this is Anna, another one of the web actors. Your left arm, please. From here in Vancouver. Tanner and the dad. Okay, that's a big Tanner night tonight. Tanner and dad, please. Interventions to replace who? Tanner. Okay, dad, come, please. You heard that? Tanner's relieved. And where do we want to go from?
When he's chopping the wood and Tanner approaches him.
Okay, so just from the beginning of the scene.
Yeah.
Okay, dad's chopping wood. Here we go.
Hey, honey bunny.
Hey, Dad.
Come to help me chop some wood, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, I'd love to. Do you have another axe?
Yeah, in the shed.
Okay. So, I wanted to talk to you about something.
Oh, yeah, shoot.
Yeah, so, well. Do you think we could sit down for a second, come back to this? I'll help you after.
Yeah?
Yeah? Cool.
All right.
I need to tell you something. So, you know how You know how like I just don't really, I need to tell you something and I'm scared.
Are you pregnant?
No. 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 I'm scared because I know that it's going to be really hard for you to understand. And I'm also scared because I don't know how you're going to respond. But I need to tell you. First, I just want to ask you, can you just please remember that I love you?
No, I love you too.
I know. And no matter what, I'll always love you. I don't feel comfortable being called a girl. And I don't identify as female, even though I have female parts.
We've been through this before.
But those parts, it doesn't matter. I'm a guy.
You're not a guy. I was there when you were born. I know what a girl looks like.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. So the thing is, Dad, that I'm living my life different now. Like, I'm a guy. I'm a man. I'm walking through the world that way, and that's how it is.
Yeah.
And I want you to try and understand.
What the hell is the matter with you?
Yeah. But the thing is, I love you no matter what. And my name's Tanner. And I'd really
Your
appreciate
name's
it.
Tamara.
Yeah,
I named you.
Yeah,
I named you
did.
after my mother.
Totally. You totally named me a different name than I have now. But I don't go by that name anymore, and I'm probably not going to respond to it. But I really love you. And I want you to know that, like, no matter how this goes, like, I'm just going to always be open to whenever you're ready to, talk to me about it.
Freeze. When I say go, I'd like each of you using as much of your bodies as you can, please, to take one step in the direction of getting what you want right now. It might be from each other, or it might just be what you want. You can't speak, but you can use your bodies. Ready? Go. And a sentence, please. It can be anything. Just speak the truth for now.
She just broke my heart.
She just broke my heart, he said.
It's not fair.
It's not fair. Mm-hmm. Let's come out of here. Come. Zobiwa. What's the wall that Zobiwa sees, understands?
That Tanner has his own wall.
Right.
And that is a need. It's like not being self-assured enough. He needs the approval of his dad.
How many of us in this room have been there? Okay, Dad, your child broke your heart.
Mm-hmm.
What now? Now that you're there curled up in a little ball on the floor, what now?
Well, she's still got two sisters, so she's gonna go live her life.
Okay, she's gonna go live her life and she's still got two sisters. Does she still got two sisters mean I still have two daughters? Is that what that means?
Yeah.
Because in our play, there's a disowning that happens. Are you entrenched in that?
The dad?
Yeah.
Right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right now,
Right now.
not necessarily later.
who knows what the future has.
All right, okay. We don't need to agree or disagree with him. Well, we will, you know what I mean. I'm curious, how many of us recognize his struggle? Can I just see some hands? You don't need to agree, but you know what I mean. So, coming back to this Tanner, is the challenge for this Tanner to let go of that need? Is that what
Totally.
this is? Right.
Like completely.
Right.
To not need other people to change in order to feel assured.
How many of us in this room, in order to feel integrated, I'll use that word, have had to let go of somebody very important to us? It's fascinating, this thing about us and them, because it doesn't necessarily include I'm just trying to work this through in my head. They'll always be parent and child. Nothing's going to change that, right? Nothing's going to change that.
Yeah.
But maybe you need to get away, really get away. Is that fair?
Yeah, and just Zobiwa had mentioned, there's a beautiful thing that she said, which was, it's about offering forgiveness and trying to open the door for later when the dad is ready.
Right. And he's alluded to that himself.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything you want to say before you go?
No.
Actually, one last question. Because, where's Tanner? Just very quickly. Because if Tanner can let go of this need for dad, right?
Yeah.
What does that change for Tanner?
If I can go through with being this way?
Yes.
Honestly, if I can sacrifice the one thing for the moment that I love more than anything, I can probably do anything. But if I have that confidence, instead of investing it in someone who doesn't invest it back in me, and invest it in myself instead, I can probably be strong enough to be maybe a little less self-destructive in the future. I'm not going to say not self-destructive.
Okay, because something's just occurring to me for the first time.
Yeah.
That if Tanner can do this, he can navigate relationships better everywhere.
Probably, yeah.
So in a conversation about us and them, this has big relevance. Okay.
Definitely.
Thank you, Zobiwa, very much.
Thank you, Zobiwa.
Okay. I want to see if something comes from here. They're lining up out there. Now, I have a request, though, and I hope you understand me making this request, that we focus now because there's been a lot of Tanner tonight. And I understand but it's also important, I think, to cover as much territory as we can. So, fair? So I'm going to ask, this happens some nights, it just all depends on who's in the room. Is this an intervention in a different area or character? Yes? Come, please. And then I'll come over here.
Joe looks for work.
Joe looks for work.
I want to be Steve.
And the interventions replace Steve. Come, please. Your left arm, please. You get the rag.
Yes. I was cleaning a bar here somewhere, right?
The bar's been off stage. He comes out. Yes. Here we go.
Hi, can I help you?
How you doing?
Great.
Hey, Tony told me you guys are hiring.
Sure. Do you have a resume with you?
Yeah, I do. It's really great, man. I really need work right now.
Yeah, it's tough times, eh?
Yeah.
Not bad. Do you have a criminal record?
Just when I was young, man. Look, I've been working for a long time. It's been years since I've been in jail.
Volume, please.
You see, we usually don't. We have some policies that are very strict about who we hire, but do you mind if we talk a little bit? Just take a seat here. We might sort something out. You have a lot of experience, obviously.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to intrude into your privacy, but what's this, you said you had a criminal record. What happened?
I I got a record for keeping my mouth shut.
Okay. But is this going to cause us trouble in the future if we hire you? And I mean, I'm trying to assess who you are.
You can call any of those people, man. I'm a hard worker. I think that's all it really should be about. If I show up, if I do my job, if I'm good at it, right?
Okay. Okay. I think what we need from you now is you don't have any numbers for these three people here. Can you provide me some more information so that I can call and everything?
Yeah. Here, you can use my phone.
It's okay. We don't need to do it right. Listen, it's okay.
Look, man. Only reason I went to jail is because I got caught. But I mean, there's people like you and people like everybody else that do shit in their life and they never get caught, you know? So the only difference between you hiring me is that I did time, you know?
Yeah.
But just because somebody out there hasn't done time doesn't mean they ain't bad. And you can tell by how much I work that I'm a good worker, you know?
Okay. I guess we can talk about this more. Yeah.
Okay. Are you going to talk about it more? The question I'm asking is, are you going to talk about hiring him more? Or,
yeah, hiring him. Yeah.
Okay. So you have 30 seconds. Talk about hiring him more.
Okay. So why do you want to work with us?
Because I got to pay the rent.
Okay. And why are you looking for work here and not in, I don't know, in another place? What drew you here?
Why here? Because my friend Tony said you guys are hiring. He comes here all the time.
Listen, I mean, what's making me really nervous is the fact that my manager really has a very specific type of person he wants to hire.
You can hire. You have hiring power.
I usually hire people that, you see, one thing we don't like is tattoos. You have a couple on this arm, maybe a couple on that one. I mean, you have a criminal record. We have a certain way of, our clients. I'm not gonna lie. You seem like a nice guy. That's why we're sitting down at this bench. And I don't. It's just. Okay, I'm gonna trust my heart on this one, and I know you are sketched out by me right now. But let's go into my office and let's. Can I offer you an initial 2-month contract, and if things work out for 2 months, then we can talk about it more. And does that work out for you? Initial 2 months?
Yeah, man.
Okay. Can we go to the office?
Yeah, man.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so you're going to sign some kind of agreement in the office? Is that what's going to happen?
Yes.
Okay,
I'm gonna hire him.
Okay, you're going to hire him.
Yeah.
Would you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Would you just stick around for just a moment?
Yeah.
Just come here, please. Can we set up Ashley's apartment, please?
Thank you.
Because all kinds of things have consequence.
Clean.
Yeah, but I'm going to ask a favor of you.
Yeah.
Steve is visiting Ashley.
Okay. Oh, me? Yeah.
Yeah, oh, you. Yeah.
Where's the TV? Oh.
TV's right there.
You didn't have your shoes on.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to be giving you a massage.
And somebody comes to the door.
You don't mind.
So he's at the door. Just bring him in, please, because we're short of time. Just bring him in.
Who's that?
I don't know. I'll find out.
I thought we were...
Can you put those away? Can you put them in the fridge or something, please?
What's in it for you?
Joe?
Hey, what's up, cousin?
Hey, how's it going? I haven't seen you forever. How are you doing?
I'm all right.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What have you been up to?
It's had a real strange day, man. Can I come inside?
Yeah, come on.
Who is this guy? We were having a...
This is my cousin.
So,
Hi.
man.
Hey, how are you? I didn't know you had a cousin.
There's a lot you don't know about me.
It's not my fault.
Oh. It's kind of sketching me out right now, man.
I don't. Just works both ways, buddy. You see, it's okay.
What's going on here?
Well, I don't know. We were having a beer and TV date, and it's okay. You can.
You know who this is, right? Yeah. You just hired him.
Oh, that's afterwards. Sorry about that. You're right. My bad. My bad. Can we go back to
Well, he's
10
here.
seconds?
He's
Okay.
here. Just 10 seconds. Yes, we've had
I forgot about the
temporary
time.
amnesia here.
Yes, yes. Hi. I didn't. You're related. You won't believe what happened. He showed up at work 2 days ago. Did you tell her about it?
No,
Are you here to tell her that you got a job? You should, man. You should. I think I know why he's here. He hasn't had a job for a while. He told me he's your cousin, and no, I didn't tell you about this because I had a long day at work, and that's why I brought all these beers. I had to make a hard decision about hiring people today. Anyway, the point is, we just hired your cousin at the bar. I mean, at the construction job or bar. Bar. Yeah.
Well, lovely.
You weren't here for, obviously I'm making everyone awkward because you weren't here for that.
Yeah.
Okay, do you want me to leave? Because you obviously need to talk to him. He looks like that. He's a great guy. We had a great conversation in the office.
Okay. Why are you here, Joe?
It's kind of personal. It's family stuff, you know.
Oh. I'll go drink my beers. I have like 6 in the fridge. Nice to see you. It was
Go
a
drink
pleasure
your beer.
meeting you today. And Monday.
all you really
See you at
do.
work.
7 a.m. Yeah. Okay.
7 a.m.
Yeah, I told you 7. It's the first week.
All right.
We're starting early.
All right.
Yeah.
Go drink beer for a sec. Don't go away. I just want to see what happens here very quickly, please, because we're very short of time.
Oh. So Auntie called me and she told me your brother got in a car accident. He got drunk and stole a car, and
Yeah.
now the ministry wants to take him away.
Yeah, I know. She called.
That's crazy, eh?
Yeah, but why? Never mind, I know why she's sending you. I can't go home right now. I can't go back.
Aren't you worried about him?
Yeah, I'm worried about him. That's my baby brother. But I'm working like full time right now. Like, well, you know too, now that you have a job, you gotta give notice. You can't just take off. And me going back and fixing everybody's problems.
You really don't have time for him anymore, eh?
Don't even go there with me, Joe. It's not even like that. And you know it.
No, I don't.
You don't? Maybe it's because you've never actually lived it. I was always there for everybody. I am still always there for everybody. I'm trying to start something new for myself. I can't keep going back.
So what are you gonna do?
I don't know yet.
Freeze. I'm going to say go. I know I'm asking a difficult thing of you. But when I say go, if you're leaving here the way you leave here, go to leave here. And if you're not, don't. Ready? Go. A sentence, please, from each of you.
When will this shit ever be over?
Wow. I didn't think she'd say it like that. I thought that she would go.
Okay, let's come out of here. Come, please. Put the beer down. What's your name?
Jorge.
Jorge.
Yeah.
A lot of things happen. I'm going to try to make this brief. It begins, and I can see it's a real struggle for you. How many of us in this room understand Steve's dilemma when Joe walks in looking for work? Agree or disagree? How many of us get it? Yeah, Joe gets it. You get it. This comes up often. How many of us in this room know people who've done time? Can I see some hands, please? Yeah, it's like this. Whenever I ask this question, it's at least 50% of the room. And whether or not that person's done time for legitimate reasons or not is a whole other conversation. You know, let's just stay with where we are. When is it over? When is it us? Was it ever not us? Maybe even a better question. I don't have time for discussion here. I just don't. I'm sorry. And so you really move through that. In the end, why do you hire him?
Because I decided to jump over the stereotype and the prejudice that happens when you hire someone that has a criminal record, and the idea that people are stigmatized because of that.
This needs to happen in our society more. What does it do for Joe?
It gives him hope.
Yeah.
A lot of hope.
This has a ripple effect, perhaps, through many, many things. And I know it's convenient in the play, that they're a couple, but life works this way. We didn't set out to make the play this way. It was like the play appeared to us this way. It's like chiseling a stone, sculptors say, and the sculpture appears. That's how a play like this gets made. And so when you come in here and there's a connection, things are very different.
Wow.
You have a good sense to kind of get out of the room. It's rare for Steve to do that. Why do you do that?
Well, when I realized I already knew him.
Yeah.
I get out of the room simply because there's a struggle that's happening between them, between family, and it's not my place to be in that struggle.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're here in the theater and everything is symbolic. We're pressed for time, so I'll just ask this question and hope it bubbles. What does it mean when somebody realizes they should get out of the room and let the people who live here, the people who are family, deal with their stuff at a family level, a geographic, provincial level, a national level, an international level? What happens at the human level here has resonance across the planet. When I say go and you don't go, she still might not go. Are you going to go home, do you think?
No.
Are you going to call home?
Probably, yeah.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Joe might get something because they've had time alone. Fair? This all opens up because you yell stop. Anything you want to say before you go?
We have a criminal system and a social system that unfortunately stigmatizes people for things that are not worth stigmatizing people over. Mm-hmm. And we need to give people a second chance.
Thank you very much. I need to thank you. Thank you. Folks, I know it's 5 after, but there's an intervention waiting from the web, and I will do it very quickly. Is that okay? I know Mike in the truck's going to be mad at me for this, but I'm just going to do it. Come, please. He might be, I don't know. This is Ellen, and this is from?
From Natalie in Olympia, Washington.
Okay, and your left arm, please. And what's the scene?
We're going to go to Joan Lagaya in the bar.
Joan
and
Lagaya.
I'm replacing Joe.
Can we set up the bar, please? And we're going to try to do this very quickly. Okay, so Joe has stormed out of Ashley's. He's tried to smudge in order to center himself. How many of us in this room understand the smudge ceremony? That scene with the feather. It's a cleansing ritual. And Joe knows it's going to be good for him, but he can't. And he ends up here. Here we go.
Would you like to drink my beer? Maybe I'll have your water.
I don't drink beer, actually.
You don't drink beer?
Nope.
What would you like to drink?
Maybe juice or... I'm actually hungry.
Hungry?
Yeah. Why are you giving me that beer? You ordered it.
I'm trying very hard not to drink it. What would you like?
Maybe if there's some food, that would be really great.
Okay. Get her what she wants.
Thank you.
Do you have a family?
I do.
What's your name?
Ligaya.
Ligaya.
What's yours?
I'm Joe.
Joe.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I also have a family. Never-ending stream of troubles.
Yeah, I agree.
Trying to convince my cousin Ashley to go back home. It's useless.
She wouldn't go home?
She won't go home.
You know what? I actually envy you.
How do you envy me?
Because you have your family here. Well, I assume this Ashley is nearby.
Yeah.
I don't have anyone. Well, I have a family and they're oceans away.
Wow. You know, I envy you. I wish all my family was oceans away.
But you know what? Even if they're oceans away, they're always here with me. Like, they ask me things, and sometimes they ask me very many things, and I know they really need it, but there's just nothing more. I just have nothing more to give. And I feel very bad about it.
Just disconnect the phone. Stop talking to them.
But they're here. And they're here. And I can never disconnect them that way.
Wow.
I'm sorry. You don't even know me and I'm like crying here. You must think I'm crazy or...
No.
Freeze, please. I'm going to come and touch you on the shoulder. When I do, I want you to speak your... No, I'm changing my mind. I'm going to say go. When I say go, I'd like each of you, using as much of your bodies as you can, to make the shape of the strongest emotion that you're feeling as the character right now. You can't speak, but you can make a shape of the emotion. Ready? Go. And a sentence, please. It can be anything. Just speak a character truth for right now, when I touch you.
It's strange how strange people can connect with each other.
I wish I was grateful for my family.
Come, let's come out of here. Yeah, just come here. And come here. Natalie in Olympia, what's the wall?
The wall is that Joe is going through a very difficult moment.
Yeah.
And by connecting with another human being on any level, he can help himself get out of that situation.
How many of us recognize how difficult it is for Joe to bridge that wall here in this bar? Yeah, many. But all kinds of things happen. Is Joe storming out of this bar?
No.
No, I don't think so. You know, we don't know what's going to happen to the two of them. What's going to happen to the two of them? Anybody? Maybe they start a friendship.
Well, the guys have all time to, she's now had a few people that even brief connections and showing her that there's other lights out there.
Right. The guy gets to see and feel there's other lights out there.
Maybe he'll learn that coping is better used when you talk to someone instead of drinking.
That coping is better used. Yeah, you can cope better talking to somebody than drinking. Last, up there.
If they do create a friendship together, they introduce each other to other communities.
If they do create a friendship together, they get to meet very different communities. Something I think about when I see this, I know this from the theater. We are our stories. And in order to be healthy, we have to share those stories. It's a human health issue. It's why arts and culture is so important. That starts to happen here. Fair?
Yes.
It has a profound effect on the end of this play if these two strangers can share their stories. Anything you want to say? No. Thank you, Natalie. In Olympia, Washington. Guys, can we get rid of this, please? Okay, I'm going to start to wind up. Yeah, come, please. I'm going to start to wind up. Could I, in the doing of that, anybody who's in the room here tonight who is part of the workshop, part of the production team, I don't know how many of you were here tonight, in the balcony anywhere, staff, come onto the stage. That includes the web actors, anybody, okay, while we're doing that. Holy moly, okay. We've had people logged in from New Jersey, Seoul, Korea, 100 Mile House, BC, Shanghai in China, Fort Collins, Colorado, Regina, Saskatchewan, Singapore, Osaka, Japan, Edmonton, Alberta, Port Alberni, Olympia, Washington, Montreal, Quebec, Mexico City, Mexico, Berkeley, California, Squamish, BC, Windsor, Ontario, Waterloo, Ontario, Victoria on Vancouver Island, Parksville on the island, and Courtney on the island. Thank you, folks, for tuning in. Yes, this is closing night. A few housekeeping things. If you want to get onto Headline's mail list, we don't share that information with anybody under any circumstances, period. There's a sign-up sheet out there. There are reasons to get on Headline's mail list. The work happens all over the world in different ways, and exciting things are coming. The way for you to know about them, wherever they are, here, other parts of the province, is to get on the mail list. It gets you once a month newsletters. We really love to get feedback from you about this piece. Please, we like it. Send the address is in the program, info@headlinestheatre.com. Those of you watching on the web, same thing. Please send us feedback. Very last thing. This work is a circle. It starts in reality. In this case, the reality of these folks and the other workshop participants' lives. In the creation process, we made an image of that reality, not an image of fantasy, an image of reality. I want to say again, nobody played themselves here tonight. They all played characters. Nevertheless, an image of reality. In this interactive form theater event, we've transformed that image. We've taken it apart and put it back together again. There's some hopes in that. I'm a theater guy. I hope it's entertaining at some level. But there's another hope, and that is that we have insights. But that circle, reality, making an image of reality, transforming the image of reality is not complete unless we take whatever insights we have in here back out to reality and use it. So I've been asking audiences a question every night before we finish, and I want to ask it of you too, because I'm a practical kind of person. I know it's early and it takes reflection, but the answers have been really interesting. Are there concrete things for any of you that you can take out of here tonight and use to help you with this dilemma of us and them? Maybe there are, maybe there aren't. If there are, in just a sentence or two, I'd be interested in hearing some of them. Anybody?
Just
yes.
one thing, it's no, because I think everyone replaces him with the one who is doing racism or neglection. There was no one replacing him in the other guy.
Well, you didn't do that. But-
because I didn't have any response.
Yes.
I didn't know what to do.
But
it
let-
was a good question. I was thinking what.
Yes.
But yeah.
I have a response to that. Those people who are racist, etc., don't come from outer space to make our lives miserable. We grow them. And so in the work I do, replacing those people is very important work to struggle through the issues that make them do what they do. How else do we transform the world?
You said if I have anything from people.
Yeah.
I said everyone is thinking that everyone replace himself with the one who is doing racism.
Mm-hmm.
But what can I do as a one who is under racism? Is there any solution for that? For example, when she was at the desk and
Yeah.
a Canadian came to her and said, "Okay, you're fired. What can she do?"
Well, I'm not here to.
answer that.
Now, I'm not here to answer that question.
Even from audiences.
That intervention has been done many nights in this theater, just not tonight.
Yeah.
So maybe it should have come from you.
I didn't have any answer.
Okay.
That's it.
Anybody else? Yes.
Just visualizing and remembering the ripple effect of any intervention gives me a lot more energy and courage in the moment. When I think of all those moments for myself in my life, bringing that energy back in.
Understanding the ripple effect of the small moments. And so if we focus on those moments, if we take the time. Fair? Yes.
The small moments.
The small moments, the same. Yes.
The power of empathy is the bridge that connects us from places where we think we're separate and forms unions and connections.
That having empathy builds bridges that separate us from people we think we're not connected to. I'm paraphrasing, but is that fair?
Not separate, like builds bridges between the separateness of us.
Aha, okay.
And creates unions.
The empathy builds bridges between the separateness of us, builds unions. Then we really have to stop. I'm sorry, yes.
I would take home that I see myself as more important than anybody else, then I build a wall.
This woman is saying if she sees herself as being more important than anybody else, that itself builds a wall. Somebody up here last, yes.
I used to see other people's walls, but I think I go home tonight realizing that I have my own walls as well.
This woman is saying she used to see other people's walls, but she is going home tonight recognizing that she has her own walls to work on. Yeah, fair? Okay. If you want to honor this, and we hope you do, please take whatever you can out of here tonight and use it. Thank you very much. It's been wonderful to do this with you. And thank you, folks, very much.